Okay, so to actually get your Facebook data into Google Data Studio, you'll have to use a third-party data connector. When you use Google's products, they've got their own data connector, but with Facebook or with Bing Ads or any of the other advertising platforms, you'll have to use a third-party one. So the one that we recommend, that we've used and we feel is the best in terms of price and performance, is Power My Analytics. So you just search for it and go to their website. They've got a free trial, so you can just sign up for that. You can be logged into your Google account. So just make sure that you're logged into a Google account that has got access to Google Data Studio. So that's your main user, the same one as your kind of your Gmail or any of the other Google services, and also one that's got access to Facebook. So you need to make sure that you've got advertiser access, or you've got employee or administrator access rather to the Facebook Business Manager account. Rather just you could use the personal Facebook account, but nowadays it's better just to use the Facebook Business Manager account. So make sure to add yourself as an admin within the Business Manager account, and then also to make sure that you're also you've been added also to with advertiser access to the advertising account. So you can just sign in here with Google. This is a test account for Data Studio. We just set up a test account that's different to our own, just for the purposes of doing this demo. Okay, when you go in, you'll be prompted as it loads. You'll be prompted to set up a test for your hub. So we'll just call this one BBC Test Data Studio account and continue. So right away, you've got all these data source options, and we'll cover Facebook today, but you can see there's a myriad of options that you can also integrate with. And you just have to add an account here. You can ignore that other message. Okay, and this is just a test user we've set up on Facebook for the purposes of this. So you'll get this prompt analytics importer. Just continue. Okay, so it's a test account, so we've got that feature. And okay, we've jumped back to a real account now that we've actually gone through the process of how to set up an account, or how to open up an account. Now you can see this is our real username, and so we've got integrations. You can integrate Google Analytics. So if you just click on this blue button here with the Data Studio icon, and then you'll have 4 options. And so one of them is, if we just choose the first one, the other one is Facebook Insights, which is your page insights. It's a little bit like Google Analytics data, but instead of looking at your website, you're looking at your Facebook page. We'll cover that in another video. So we've got an option here to authorize, and just choose authorize there. And choose next. So this is just standard Google Analytics or Google Data Studio API integration. So you're just giving security to give you authorization. Okay, we're just getting a few issues because we've of that test account that we set up before. Okay, yeah, that's a bit confusing. It won't be when you set it up because you're using one user, your actual user, without having to set up a test account. It'll be a bit more straightforward. It's just being complicated because we've set up a test Data Studio account, um, a test Paramount Analytics account, and then also a test Facebook account, and then we're mixing back and forth because of the authentication issue with Facebook being a new test user. So you just select your organization and then click on next and then choose this. You can untick this box. This is also a template that is provided by Paramount Analytics as well. But if you want, you can just untick that box or tick it. It's not really a big deal because we'll change it later. Next, you just choose an ad account. So if you've only got one account, you'll just be able to choose that. If you're an agency, you're going to have multiple accounts, so you'll just need to actually set up one data source per client. Now you can choose a default currency here. We'll just choose this, and then you can give this a name. So then I'll just call it OnePPC and test Facebook and Data Studio 2. And then choose connect. Okay, then you'll see this start to load here. Now you've got to keep this screen open until these blue buttons at the top appear here. And this is the same with whenever you create a data set. There they are here. Otherwise, sometimes you might get some issues with them. You might actually get some issues in terms of how the data set, it might not actually work properly. So yeah, so that's very important. Just wait until these buttons show here. And then you can choose create a report if you want. I mean, we're going to actually, in the next session, in the next video, we'll show you how to actually attach the templates that we've created. But you can just choose create report just for example purposes. So it's just prompting you, do you want to add the data? So just choose yes. And I've just put a calendar on just to pull in some more data. And test. Now if we go to data sources here, don't worry, sometimes Google Data Studio shows that. It usually just goes away. But so you've got your data source here, and you can just open it up. And we can just go back out of that and choose reports. And in the next session, we'll show you how to attach a template, a report template to this data source that you've just set up.